So this is the second video on AI. And in the first video, we showed you prompting as something as a side part of an application to query and to do data analysis. In the second part of the video, we want to show you how you interactively can use AI during the input to the data input into the business applications. So we start with an example of the countries. So this is the entity country, and the country exists out of properties on country level, but also with a list of states and provinces. So now we want to extend this to be the full list of states that exist in Germany. So let's talk with AI about it. So this AI is now conscious about the data which is here. It's conscious by using, again, the tool APIs. Good. We now can say, okay, check the states, list of states of the current country. If it really represents all federal states of Germany. Let's see what the size is. Blah, 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 blah. You mean Germany, blah, blah, blah. If you want, I can now export the current data. So it says, okay, the list contains federal such as Baden-Württemberg, Berlin. If you want, I can now export the current data and check the actual state list against the German federal states. Yes, do so. So good. So it checks. These are the available ones. And it says, okay, there is some spelling things. If you want, I can help you correct and complete the state list in the current data. So exactly, again, what I want him to do it. And now you see it talks to the current session here. It creates new items. It updates existing items. And let's see what happens. So created some new items. And in the items, hopefully, now we'll fill the missing data. Okay, here we are. So now the list of states is complete. As I said, the basic information is, or the basic processing is done by a tool API so that the LLM processing has access to the current data of the tool. And again, there's a generic access to create items, to set properties, and so on and so forth. Again, the important thing is everything which is done from the left to the right is always under the full control of the business logic. So all the adding of items, all the setting of fields is only possible with keeping up all constraints of the business logic on the right side. Yeah, you can imagine this is like a user typing in fields, and the same errors that a user can make when typing in fields, giving double duplicate IDs or whatever, can be also done by the large language model processing. So this is the consistency side which is always followed. We can save it, and by now we have created, together with AI support, the full list of states for Germany. Do a comparable, or let's do a second example, which shows that exactly the same now can be done by order processing. So this is the order entity, order header, address, comment, order item. So same story again. We use AI input support. And the first thing is, for example, I say the customer of the order is Captain Casa. Yeah, and let's just say what it does. Okay, it queries Captain Casa, and you see it fills Captain Casa in the first field. Okay, now I say add eau de Cologne, comma, 2 pieces. So let's see what it does. It adds a new item. In the item, it sets the article eau de Cologne 4711 to, so you see, the data which is set by the large language model is the article and the quantity, and it created the item. The calculation about the price, this is all done by the business logic on the right side. So you now can interactively, again, talk from the left side to the right side, and imagine that this is a speech interface. So you could also talk here what you want in the order to be placed, and on the right side, you have full control over it. And again, when saving, all validation are done. Again, everything which is, so to speak, proposed by the AI is under the strict business regulations of the application system.